What's up, everybody? I am Tyler Caldwell.
I am Alan Britt.
And today we don't want to bore you on how to use a humidor, because you can go right down here or up here or wherever the link is going to be that you can see, where we're going to already have a video out there that will teach you all that stuff. Today we want to give you some advice on how to pick a humidor, whether it's for yourself or for a gift for a loved one. This is just some simple advice on how to pick out what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a plethora of brands who make humidors, and it can be a little intimidating from different price points, different styles, and we can dive into that.
That's right. So I would say, to me, there are 4 bullet points that should always be addressed when picking out a humidor. One is look into the functionability of it, making sure that it is going to seal properly. Number 2, I would say, is it aesthetically pleasing for you? 3, is it in the budget that you're looking to spend on that?
That's a biggie.
And 4 is it's not a big deal. Like, as long as it's something that you're looking for, something that your loved one is going to enjoy, it's not worth stressing over at that point.
Right. I think a lot of us started with something as simple as a Tupperware. I know I did when I didn't have a ton of cigar space or a ton of cigars. I probably never kept more than 10 to 20 cigars at a time. I kept it in a simple Tupperware that you can get from anywhere with a Bovita pack. But this was the first thing I went to when I left my Tupperware, and that was just a simple travel humidor. The one we have here is Cigar, super reputable brand.
Sure.
Some of the best cutters on the market, some of the great lighters as well. And a travel humidor is awesome. Take it where you go. When I started joining these guys at our brick and mortar, Low Country Pipe and Cigar, I brought this bad boy with me everywhere. Smoked the cigars from there, replaced them, supporting my local brick and mortar. And it gets the job done at a really reasonable price point.
Sure. And with the Cigar here, I'm glad you brought up the Tupperware, because I've always, working in my years of retail, when you're getting into cigars, like, not everyone can, I don't want to say afford something like these, but you might not just have the necessity for it yet.
Yeah.
So this is a great Cigar travel case. This is going to be a 10-count case, technically. It's very durable. It's pretty inexpensive for what you get out of it. But I actually like to call these the more advanced Tupperdoors.
Yes.
Because that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, kind of the same essential workings.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we do have some other offerings here to show you, but first I want to say, next piece of advice that I've always told people is, when you're looking for a humidor, look into the sizing of them. So these are going to be considered what's known as like small humidors. There are small, medium, large, what have you. Different companies kind of call them different things, but you'll often find things that'll say like a 25 count, 50 count, things like that. So advice I always give to people is, if you are in the market for this 25 count humidor, let's say, you probably want to think about going up a little more, because it's kind of a blessing and a curse with cigars. Once you get this thing filled up, you either got to smoke more or you're going to have to come buy another one.
Yeah.
So I always recommend that if you are in the market for the humidor, definitely go a size bigger, because not only are you going to store cigars, and depending on how often you smoke, there are people who only smoke once a year, once a month, once a week, 18 times a day, like myself. But there's also the chance of people who find out that you're into this hobby. What are they going to get you as gifts? Cigars, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're going to put those into your box here. So it's always, best piece of advice is just go a little bit more and hold a little bit more as you need to.
Right. It can get out of hand quick. Once you start nerding out on cigars, you jump from that 10 count up to something like this really fast.
Right.
Unless you're like Tyler, who smokes 15 cigars a day and smokes them faster.
I don't even need a humidor because I smoke them all before it's even filled anyway.
Right. And then on the opposite end of that spectrum is myself, who smokes 2 cigars a day, but buys, boxes a week.
Right.
Where I store far more than I smoke.
Right. And going on to that aspect, if you are a box buyer, your average box is going to be 20 cigars. So again, going back to my point, if you have a 25 count humidor, that one box it's already filled it up.
Right.
But also another piece of advice that I always like to tell people is when you see something that says 25 count, 50 count, what have you, what a lot of people don't know is that your average humidor is based off of how many toros it can hold. The Toro size, typically about that 6x52.
Yeah.
It is the number one sold Vitola, at least in the States, I would say.
Yeah.
For the rest of the world, I can't say that. But a lot of humidors are designed to hold that particular size. So again, you want to go a little bit bigger just in case if you want to hold more of your Toros. But also, if you're a petite Corona guy, you're probably going to hold more than 25. If you're a Churchill smoker, probably going to hold less than 25. So again, another reason why you should do a little research on what kind of humidor you want to get.
Right. I think for the average cigar consumer, I think statistics show that the average cigar smoker smokes 1 cigar a week. Something like this is probably going to be just fine. We're extraordinary. We are not average.
You are extraordinary, I agree.
Yes, we are extraordinary smokers. But I think for most people, the next step is something like this, a wooden humidor, Savoy. These are very well priced and very well made. But if you have a larger budget, you can get something extravagant like this Colibri Quasar. This is phenomenal. I sat down at the table. I've been considering buying one of these for my desk for some time. They have a really cool matching cutter, matching table lighter, and man, it would look good on my desk and look good on yours too.
It sure would. And what I like about this guy here is, I have a background in art and everything, and I love just like the whole geometric design to it. It's very artistic. It's more aesthetically pleasing to my eye.
Yeah.
So going back to advice, when you're buying a humidor, make sure it's just something that you like looking at, man.
So as we said, it's such a personal preference. It can be intimidating. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our customer service. They're fantastic. I manage them, so ask for me. I'll take care of you.
Definitely ask for him.
Yeah. And go on the website. We have a ridiculously large portfolio of humidors to choose from. There will be one that's right for you.